This is just a little video showing the dash off on a VW T5. This is a 2005 T5 long wheelbase van. As you can see, I've removed the dashboard here. This was a pretty big job. It took about 2 hours. I've got all the paneling in the back. It's absolutely filthy, but I've been cleaning it down. I'm just going to show you the inside. So most people on forums talk about having to remove the steering wheel to do this job, but I found you can actually wedge it out. You just have to pull the left side out here enough, and then you can get the whole thing out without having to remove the steering wheel. I did disconnect the battery just in case I was going to do that, but yeah, make sure you disconnect the battery if you're touching anything with the airbag. These are the plugs for your clock, your dashboard. Whole job started because of a very common problem, which is with this blower selector. So I just want to show the problem. That's this cable. It gets kinked, and instead of going back inside, it just bends like this. So yeah, it's crap. For the other two cables, they made them with wire. I'll show you the back now. But for this one, they didn't. So you can just buy this cable off Amazon. I can put the link in the description. If you're in UK or Ireland or Europe, you can get it. It just clips on. It's a little fiddly to do. You can actually, I'll just move that so you can see it. It's just here. So you can access this point slightly blindly, but if you use a mirror, you can do it just from removing the center panel. A lot of people talk about removing the glove box and trying to get that angle, but this cable is in the way when you do that. It's much easier just to look in from this side and use a little mirror on a stick to see, and just plug it in blind. It's very easy to clip the parts in. As you can see, that's clipped into place now, and it just fits in snug there. But in terms of removing the dashboard, it is a complicated job. The reason I did it is because I had all of this rubbish stuck in the back, and there was a pencil stuck here stopping that moving. I don't know how that got in. I bought the van and it always had this rattle, and this didn't work properly. But got to the bottom of the rattle, and I just want to show you this box in the different positions. So as you can see now, the pencil has made it so that it doesn't quite close fully there, but these should be closing and sealing that point. It's not a big deal for me, so I'm going to leave it, but as you can see, it's working fully now. There's no kinks. These cables are doing their job. And the heat cable here is also working. So that's the dashboard off. I didn't find any video of this on YouTube, and I'm in no means a mechanic of any competence to really instruct people on how to do this, but I wanted just to show what it is like when it has been removed. It looks pretty crazy, and I know it's going to be a massive job to put it back in, but this is it removed. It was relatively simple. I just removed the center panels, the glove box, and then left and right far panels, and then worked my way along doing the bottom panels. I'll link a video in the description on a good video showing how to remove those panels, and then the dashboard itself. One point to note, if you're struggling to get the dashboard out itself, it clips onto these 2 points, so you just need to lift them off to be able to lift up the sides. Once I lifted up the sides, I was able to wiggle it and find that it has one fixture screw right here. It's a 10mm socket, and until you remove that, you can't remove the centerpiece. But once you remove that, it will all lift, and then you can angle it out and pull it out. Just to show you, these was just full of coins and rubbish like this. So I've cleaned that out, and this is also a good time if you do this to replace the tweeters. I don't have replacements, but they need doing. And yeah, you can see all the paneling in here, and then there's just filthy, so I'm going to clean it all down and try and put it back together. One thing to note, nearly all the bolts are the same, apart from these 4, which are the bolts used on the fuse section. On these, they fit into those holes. So it should be relatively simple to put it back together, and just look for all the holes and try put all the bolts back. I'm sure there'll be some parts left over, but yeah, that's it. If this has been helpful, hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.